Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're new, I'm Nyx with Chromates Apothecary, and today I'm bringing you a tarot pick a card reading where we're going to be answering a yes or no question that you have today. So starting on the far left side with the Wild Unknown Tarot deck and this piece of pyrite crystal, this is going to be group number 1. In the center with the Art Nouveau Tarot deck, along with this pink quartz, this is going to be for group number 2. And then on the far right with the Tarot of Mermaids in this natural clear crystal quartz, this is going to be for group number 3. So go ahead and just hold one question in your mind and then head on down to the description box below and then click on the timestamp that corresponds with whichever deck you chose to answer your question. And if you do have multiple questions, feel free to watch the video over again in order to get those questions answered as well. And if you like this reading or it really resonates with you, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more tarot pick a card readings in the future. It really helps us out and it'd be great if you could join us on our journey. So without further ado, I'll see you in your reading. Hi group number 1, so here we are answering your yes or no question. So I want you to take a moment to once again repeat that question in your mind or out loud if you feel like you can do that without getting stared at strangely. And if you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot deck along with this pyrite crystal, then this is going to be your answer for your yes or no question. So I'll set that in there and we're going to get right into it. That just flew out. So we have the Devil coming out upright to start us off with. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. And we also have the Three of Wands in the reversed position. Okay, so going off with this, going to start out right with the Devil, I'm sensing this as sort of you feeling as if you can't achieve whatever the situation is. Say this is a goal of some sort, or it's something like you wanting to connect with a person or something. I'm getting this feeling that the Devil card is here to maybe to pose a sort of warning where it feels like you're holding yourself back. You're keeping yourself chained down to what you know because you are afraid of what it is that could be out there that could be better for you in the future. It can also be a card that comes out when we are really like stuck in our ways. So it could be that maybe you haven't changed things up for quite some time and the question that you posed could be sort of challenging that, and maybe it's making it hard for you to really divert paths or change in a certain sense. Obviously with the Devil being here and this being represented by a goat is like it could be that there's this like bit of stubbornness as well that could be holding you back. I'm also seeing, though, in the Queen of Pentacles, though, here, is that she is there to really let you know that you, can do whatever it is that you want, but you do need to work at it. It's not going to be something that, falls out of the sky for you sort of thing. It's something that you really have to put a lot of time and energy into, as if you were, say, see, she's here with her fawn, is that she is there protecting the fawn and helping raise it and whatnot. Is that I feel like that whatever situation you're in, you have to kind of take on that role in order to see a positive outcome for yourself. So we're getting this feeling of, I'm seeing this as kind of a growing story where both of the cards here are kind of holding yourself back, where she's standing proud in the center. And I think if you can really align yourself with this Queen of Pentacles, you will definitely be able to reach whatever goal it is that you have. It just might take a little bit of time, because I'm seeing here that like the Queen of Pentacles is a very like down to earth feeling, very practical, knows exactly what they want and knows the route that they need to take in order to achieve it. But next to the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse position. And with this card here, this is very much about like there's either unexpected delays where you are trying to travel down this path, but there's something that's springing up and really stopping you in that journey. It could also be that you're really, again, holding yourself back because you're not allowing yourself to expand beyond what you already know. So you could be like really setting yourself up for like some shortcomings in the sense of like, you could really be expanding out so much further than you even know, but because you like don't either believe in yourself or like trust yourself, and you want to keep stuck in these paths that you've had in the past, it's really bringing it to a point where you'll reach the end of whatever situation you're in, but there could be so much like beyond it for you, and you're not allowing yourself to see that. But the Queen of Pentacles is definitely here to give you that message that if you want to further expand, if you want more out of your life and more out of your situations, then she's here to help guide you through it. But this is like taking on that parental role. So you are very much going to be leading the charge. You're going to be setting up your boundaries. You're going to be setting up your rules in order to play by those rules and get further into the future. So I'm not seeing this as an overtly like negative reading, nor am I seeing it as an overtly positive one. This is very much one where you're stuck kind of straight down in the maybe zone because this really relies on you. Again, it's not going to be handed to you. It's not going to be necessarily easy to reach your goal, but it is one that can be achieved, and you do have to release some past shackles. I'm seeing for a lot of you who are watching this is I'm seeing that you need to not hold yourself back from what it is that you could truly be experiencing. So I'm actually going to pull a few more cards too to kind of see if we can get any further like messages for this reading. Group 1, is there a yes or no question? What answers can we provide them? Okay, we have the Ten of Cups, so this can be definitely achievable, and it can be a beautiful story for you. Yeah, and the Star as well. Look how similar these two cards are, and the fact that they landed next to each other, and like with the Star card as well being all about hope. Oops, let me push these up. All about hope, all about like perseverance, and really being able to rely on yourself as well as the universe to be able to provide and to be able to change the fates of like your future and whatnot. So let's talk a little bit about the Ten of Cups. So now that we've pulled these cards, this is way more favorable of a reading than it was prior. We definitely have, this represents like fortune. It represents like contentment of like everything, like such harmony, such like peace and love, and just like this overall feeling of completion, that you've reached this point. And it is one of the most positive cards in the entire tarot deck, so it's definitely a beautiful sign to come out. It's coming out and telling you, no, this is a positive reading. And so I believe that if you do hold on to hope and you do allow yourself to work through this from this like almost motherly sense kind of thing, you will be able to come out on the other side with such a brighter future. Because I'm also seeing with like the Star too is like obviously we want to like kind of reach for the stars sort of like phrasing. That sort of mindset will make it that even if you do stray a little bit, it could be that you end up with something that's so much better for you. I'm also going to pull a couple more cards just to see if we can get any more like advice or further messages. We have Sacral, which says creativity and self-love. So this is definitely about you really tapping into yourself and like reaching deep down inside it in order to provide and in order to believe in yourself with what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And here we have Waxing Crescent, which says, I manifest my dreams. So I believe that as long as you follow this path that you're setting for yourself and you're really pouring your energy and time into it, this will inevitably become a yes. It will become a positive outcome. I think you're just surrounded by some negativity. It could be people around you. It could be a situation that you're currently in. I feel like there's something that's really holding you back. It could be even like your mindset. And the moment that you're able to unshackle yourself from that and really take full charge into it, you're going to be able to manifest so much more for yourself. And this will be a yes. And I'm going to go ahead and pull one more just to see if we can get any further messages. Ooh, this is awesome. So it says, you are creator and created. That is the paradox of life and the key to alchemical creation. So you are the creator. You are the one that's going to be the catalyst to provide all of this change and to provide all of this for yourself. So you're really going to be able to give yourself everything that you've ever wanted and you've ever needed with this situation, with this question that you've asked. And it's just about you taking those proper steps. So just be patient with yourself. Don't try to rush it, but also try to take a critical look at the things that are holding you back, and as well as you shortchanging yourself. So don't sit there and be like, oh, like, if I do this, maybe like I'll get a couple of supporters. Like, no, you are so much more than that. You're going to be able to get so much more support. It might just be slow in the beginning. So just keep your faith and really give yourself this chance to grow at your own pace and at a pace that's comfortable for you. So if you like the reading, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Tarot Pick a Card readings in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Hello, group number 2. Here is going to be the reading for your answer for your yes or no question that you had earlier on. And what I want you to do is keep this question fresh in your mind as we are going through this reading. So if you chose the Art Nouveau Tarot deck along with this pink quartz, then this will be your reading for the day. So I'm going to set this here for you to view, then we're going to get right into it. What is the answer to their yes or no question? We have coming out first and foremost is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. We're also seeing the Tower in the reverse position. And lastly, we have the Devil. All right. So how I am seeing this is that I'm going to go with this likely being a no, but I think it's a no because there are some things that you need to be focusing on or working on in order to change your perspective. So why I'm saying that is because in the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, I am seeing this as there's just sort of like this real like lack of any like progress that's being made. There is this maybe you have learned from some past failures and you are starting to see what it is that you need to do differently in your life, but maybe you haven't made any progress toward it because, again, of that like lack of progress. I'm also seeing in the Tower reverse right next to it is like this card is very much about a like internal crumbling. So generally when it's upright, it's because there's some external force that is coming and really like putting a stop to everything. It's really turning your world upside down and generally taking away from you. But with it being in the reverse position, I'm seeing it as this like internal upset that's happening. So either you are currently going through this or you're about to go through this situation where there's going to be this really strong change in your perspective. There's going to be this really strong shift in how you go about your day-to-day life, because I think that you're noticing these past issues, these past failures, and you're wanting to take steps into the future to really change your point of view. But I'm seeing along with that is that in the Devil is like, it is really hard for you to let go of all these past issues. The Devil is very much about feeling like you're being chained down by like materialistic things. It could be a sense of escapism that you always go back to. It could be a mindset where you're like, I can't do this, and you keep talking yourself out of certain things. So I'm really seeing all of this combined with your question that this is likely going to be a no. I'm going to pull a few more cards for clarification just to see if there's any other messages that we can get, but I am really seeing this as this is kind of a no but kind of situation, where if you can learn from your past mistakes and you can really work through this internal situation and release these shackles, then you can of course turn anything into a positive. Again, if you were hoping for a no to your question, then this is very positive, because it is leaning more no, I would say, than yes. But let's go ahead and pull a few more cards to see if we can get any further advice or clarification on anything. So for group number 2, can I get any other messages for them? We have the Page of Cups in reversed as well. As well as the Tower. Wow. All right. So I'm going to continue to say that I'm getting very much a no out of this reading with the Page of Cups, especially being underneath of the Page of Pentacles here, is that I am seeing this as sorry, I'm fixing these, that you're really like doubting yourself, you're doubting your intuition, and you're doubting whether or not you can really progress where you're currently at. This can also be indicative of someone who is really not in touch with their emotions, or really has like this emotional immaturity where maybe you are really well-rounded in other aspects of your life, but when it comes to dealing with your emotions, it could be something that's really stopping you, and it could be posing this roadblock on whatever it is that you want to progress with, and it's really starting to be like a detriment to you, and you've noticed this before, but you've been kind of ignoring it. And that's why I'm seeing, not only do we have the Tower in the reverse position, but we also have the Tower upright now coming out. So it's really saying that there needs to be some really intense change in order for you to see any sort of progress. I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards, see if we can get any further messages, something maybe a little nicer. The cards are being very honest right now, is all I can say. Is they're being very upfront about this situation. We have Aries coming out, so adventurous, confident, and driven. Aries can also, I've known a few Aries, and emotional maturity is not, generally speaking, a strong suit until they've taken time to really look into themselves and be able to wield that, because the Aries is the like baby of the zodiac, we always sort of say, so it tends to be that they're seen as more like volatile or just like quick to anger kind of thing. That's like the stereotypes of an Aries kind of thing, but it's just because a lot of the times there is so much intense emotion that it's really hard to process the emotions and get them out. So it could be, again, calling for like, yes, very confident, very adventurous, and very driven to meet their goals, but then there is that other aspect of it where it can be really hard dealing with emotions. And so that's what I'm getting out of this, is that I think this is really dealing with your inner self, and dealing with whatever it is that your question was, is that I think that it could be that you're holding yourself back a little bit to get that positive yes, if that's what you're looking for out of this question. We also have citrine, which is abundance. So there is a like silver lining here, this like rather golden lining here with the citrine. Citrine is also very much a like not only abundance but also like happiness. I always equate citrine to happiness and like just positivity in general. So don't see these things as negative aspects of yourself or thinking that the cards are trying to just like belittle you. I think that you do have a lot of really good strengths, but I think that the universe is trying to let you know that working on your emotions will really bring you this like positive, bright, intense future as well. Got one more set of cards that I'd like to pull a message from. Just see if we can get anything further. This one here. It says, what am I choosing? What am I choosing? What am I choosing? What am I choosing? So maybe your question that you had was that you are dealing with what path you need to go down, and you're kind of concerned about whether or not you're making the right choice. I'm kind of getting that message now with seeing this repeated question here, that I think maybe it could be that you've come across this sort of like situation multiple times and you've fallen back on one again. Like the devil is like really falling back into those normal patterns, those normal negative patterns, that maybe that you're being confronted with it again. You're sitting there being like, am I going to go back to the way I've always been before, or am I finally going to have a fresh start? But what I'm seeing with like the two towers here is that it's very much something that you need to reconcile within yourself and really dig deep in order to get that answer to what it is that you're choosing, like what it is for your yes or no question that you're getting that is going to give you that best positive outcome. But I do believe that you can do it, whatever it is that you're looking for. I just feel like there is this sense of you needing to slow down and really examine yourself. And I know that can be really hard for a lot of us to do. It can be really hard to want to get in touch with your emotions and actually process them. But trust that if you do process them and you are able to look at yourself in a way that is more like you're analyzing yourself a lot more instead of just allowing your emotions to just take you out and like be really like intense about everything, that you can get things to spin into that positive light that you are looking for. So if you liked this reading or it resonated with you, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more tarot pick card readings in the future. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Hi, group number 3. If you chose the Tarot of Mermaids along with this natural clear crystal quartz, then this is going to be the answer to your yes or no question for this tarot pick a card reading video. So we're going to go ahead and go straight into this. We're going to start off by giving a little bit of a shuffle. And what is the answer to their yes or no question? Pull a few cards. First one coming out there is the Ace of Wands. We have the Five of Cups, as well as the Moon. So starting out right with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands over here, we have this real feeling of like a new opportunity or a new idea that is coming to you. It can also be about feeling like really inspired or like the potential of something starting off in the beginning and what it could be in order to grow and change for something positive in the future. And right next to it, we have the Five of Cups. And in that card, I am seeing that this card could really be about potential like failure or a regret of some sort, to where you are maybe scared of accomplishing whatever it is that is appearing here in the Ace of Wands. It could also be about feeling like pessimistic. So maybe you feel jaded because of this situation where you have been in this situation before with the question that you are asking, but you are seeing it almost in a negative light because of past experiences that you've had along with it. And even if it isn't something that you've maybe experienced before, it could be that, say, like, you just think like, oh, this isn't like for me. You might not know quite what it is, because I'm seeing in the Moon, this is all about like illusions, all about that fear of going into the unknown. So again, it could be maybe you've had this situation before, and because you reached a certain stopping point, you weren't able to see it all the way through, or it could be a completely new situation that you're in, and the Moon is manifesting that like fear that you have of like, what is it that this potential could bring, but I don't know the answer, so I'm scared to really like look further into this and see where it could bring me. But with the Ace of Wands, this is the one that I'm getting the strongest feeling of. So I am seeing this as a yes, but I'm seeing this as like you're kind of afraid to go onto this journey and experience it all the way through. So I'm going to pull a few cards for clarification. I want to see if there are any other messages that we can get to kind of help us understand what it is that's going on. So we have the Nine of Cups, as well as the Knight of Swords in reverse position. I want one more. One more. This one here. Okay. So I'm seeing just a lot of like fear, I think. And that's what's really holding you back from allowing yourself to experience whatever this situation is. Also, if this is coming through as a no, I'm getting the feeling that you kind of phrased the question in a way where you wanted it to be a no. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it could be that, like, say you didn't want your ex to like contact you or something. You could be like, are they going to be contacting me this month? And because it's like a situation that you are in and you have regrets and whatnot and you're afraid of everything, it could be coming through as a no, but it's like a positive to you because you don't want them to be contacting you, but maybe you're getting this feeling as if they were going to. I don't know if that makes sense. That's just a message that I have for somebody apparently coming through. But going off of this, we have here the 9 of Cups coming through. And in this card, I'm seeing this as that this is definitely like you want this like wish to come true. This is very much like wanting to feel that like wanting to feel completely satisfied and really feel like content in your life, and also feel as if like everything has fallen into place for you. And I'm seeing it directly underneath of this Ace of Wands. So I'm seeing it as if I didn't read it like this with the other groups, but I'm seeing for you guys that these are very much like aligned with each other. So in this one here is like whatever this situation, this growth, this new opportunity is, it's something that like would really fulfill your wishes and really make you feel complete. In the 5 of Cups beneath it, we have that Knight of Swords in the reverse position, and I'm seeing in the Knight of Swords that this is about feeling really like burnt out. It could be an impulsive nature, it could be really feeling like unfocused, so not knowing exactly where it is that you want to go. And then lastly here in the 10 of Swords, this is like a defeat card. This is very much like letting your anxieties get to you completely, or suffering a loss, suffering some sort of failure too. So for the majority of you who are watching this, this could actually be coming through as a no, but like a no that you that you wanted it to be a no, is the feeling that I'm getting. For those of you who were looking for a yes, I am seeing that, but it is like so buried. So I'm seeing it in these cards, but in these ones further, it's telling a completely different story. It's trying to pull that yes away from you, but I think it's a self-imposed thing. So you're really holding on to this sort of like deep turmoil and darkness and like this fear to really be able to grow this opportunity and manifest this like wish come true kind of card. So I'm going to pull a couple of more to see if we can get any more messages. Any more messages for group 3. Ooh, we have coming out heart, gratitude, and compassion. And then also full moon that says, I celebrate being whole. So I'm really thinking that I'm getting this feeling like some of you need to really forgive yourself for something. You're like, I'm getting this feeling of like, I need to forgive myself for like putting myself in a certain situation kind of thing. And I think that like maybe there was like a past thing that happened that made you feel not as fulfilled and not as whole, but you would celebrate obviously being whole, being able to be that full version of yourself again kind of thing. And I think you're being posed with this ability to like, or chance to reclaim kind of yourself, but you are very nervous is what I'm getting outright. I definitely think this is like a little bit deeper than maybe even what you meant to be asking, but I do believe that I'm seeing kind of this like you can manifest like whichever outcome you're really going towards, which of course like we all have free will, we all have that ability to manifest whatever it is that we want. But I think you're really working on some like heavy stuff that's pulling away from you and making it really hard for you to be able to get that positive, like, yes outcome for yourself. I'm gonna pull one more card. One more card, please and thank you. I want this one in particular. There we go. This one says, when would now be a good time? So this is really about like living in the moment. Try not to look back on past situations. I'm kind of getting this feeling like a lot of you are clung onto your past, like either a certain situation that happened or your past selves, anything like that, and you're having a hard time being able to improve your future and really look on the bright side of your future because you are so clung on hard to the past, but you're living in the now. So you have to make decisions and go forth with that in mind. You have now and your future. You don't have to hold on to the past that you did have. So if you liked this reading or it resonated with you, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more tarot pick a card readings in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.